Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on our consultant orientation call. My name is Paula Brockner. I'm an executive director. I live in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and I have been with the business for over 29 years. And so I appreciate you all coming on here today for this short orientation call. What I'm going to do moving forward is this is going to be a call for new consultants. But because we've got people in the organization and friends that have been in a while, maybe they need to renew some interest in the business. Maybe they need to find out what's going on. Maybe they just want to kind of be in the know of everything. So I am doing this call, opening it up to everyone. And I offered it 4 times this week, as you probably saw, so that everybody can get a chance to jump on. And then after this, I'm only going to offer this to new consultants. So then it'll change to a new consultant orientation call. So you guys are in the right spot at the right time to get in on this. This might be something that you already know. Maybe I'm going to tell you something new, but what I want to tell you for sure is I'm not going to give you the nitty gritty of it all. Those are coming up in the future calls that we're going to be doing. So what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you a couple of different things. And I want to look at my notes here to make sure I'm covering everything. If you have any questions, please save them to the end. And that will be wonderful because I want to just quickly go through this information. Can I get a up so I know you're all with me? Oh, well, that's real cute. Okay, so hang on here. I'm going to share my screen. All right, now we do have some other friends that are not in the Brockner organization on this call, and that is totally fine. And so let me move some things around here so I can get the full picture here to show everybody what's going on. Oops, hang on. Brockner organization. So we're going to go on Facebook. And I know like Kimberly Byland's on here. She's got an organization. But my organization is called the Brockner organization. And if you are in my organization and you are not in the Brockner organization, I want you to make sure that you tell your leader or send me a message and tell me to put you on here. I think you pretty much are in here. So I wanted to let you know that. The next thing what I would like to do is I'm going to set up a Facebook group, and I already did here. And it's going to be called the April Consultant Chat. I don't know if you can see that down here. I just designed it. It's got an orange heart, April Consultant Chat. What I would like to do is if anyone is interested in being in this chat group, because moving forward, you're going to want to know the nuts and bolts of this training that we're going to be offering. And because we want to lead you to have a successful business. I will tell you, times have changed so much in the last even year with Pampered Chef, the last 2 years, the last 6 months, and definitely the last month. And I want to tell you all, you are in such a wonderful place. I can't tell you how amazing the month of March has been, and going into April. It's like people are shopping for Christmas. It's like they feel like, you know what, I better buy it now or I'll never buy it. The sales are coming in. There's so many bookings. Business is really everywhere. If we don't feed into everything that's going on out there, people are looking to be entertained. People are looking to, what do I want to say? They're looking for food ideas. Everybody's on Facebook. People are getting more and more people on Facebook and in parties now. They want to be entertained. They want to learn cooking tips. They want to get cooking recipes. And of course, then we can, you know, as an avenue, we can use our products. So I like to look at myself not as a cash register at the end of the store. I like to look at myself like I'm the person in the aisles that's showing and telling and entertaining and having fun with this, because when you're having fun with your business, it really shows. So anyway, I wanted to bring this up to you that we've got the Brockner Organization Facebook group, and I think Kimberly has a Facebook group as well for herself. And So I'm going to ask you at the end about being in this new message group, and we want that to stay positive. If you get bookings, when you recruit somebody, I want you to put it in there. I'm going to tell you then further about what the link is going to be to the calls that are going to be starting, the training series we're going to have that was going to be starting after this. It's going to run for 4 weeks. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So we've got all sorts of things planned because we want you to get off to a successful start. And sometimes people are brought on with Pampered Chef and they really didn't get the training, or they feel like they're kind of lost out there. And then especially with things changing so much on Pampered Chef website and on Facebook. So we thought, well, if we can bring you together, get everybody up to speed, that way we can kind of move forward. So wanted to bring that to your attention. So let me look at my notes here. This 4-week series that I'm going to be providing with the other directors is going to be a lot of PowerPoints. And we want to hit on a couple of real basic things with the business, so you're not going to want to miss this, which is going to be, getting more bookings on your calendar, how to sell, how to be savvy on your virtual parties, how to recruit, how to build your team. And so you're not going to want to miss this training that we're going to be doing. So a couple of just overview things that I want to show you in here. And if you know you're in the Brockner organization, there's a couple of key places I want you to hover quite a bit. One is under announcements. And as some of you know, right here, step by step by step, and you can write that down. I can share it with Kim, but these are 8 very short videos on step-by-step of how to start your business and how to go from Pampered Chef website into Facebook and how to create things. So they're real short because I don't have a very long attention span. So I don't want to watch anything for 15 or 20 minutes. I start forgetting what I'm even doing. So you want to kind of hover under announcements. The other thing is you want to hover under units, because in units I've got new consultant resources. This is, we're going to get into detail in the calls coming up. This is where you're going to find the banners, the thank you notes, the engagement posts, the words to say, and all sorts of other things. So I wanted to show you that we've got that going. The next thing I want to show you is when we go over to the Pampered Chef website, hang on here, when we go over to the Pampered Chef website, this is what new consultants, when you log into the Pampered Chef website, so for all of you new people, and all of you people who have been in a while and think, oh my gosh, I haven't been on the website, I don't really look on there. When you sign in, you are going to see this purple square that says dash. Now that's probably the most important place that you want to hover when you get started, because what dash is going to do, it's going to give you step by step of how to keep your business going. So I asked one of my girls, and I'm going to have her talk to you in a minute, I'll give a good little testimony. Her name is Heidi, and as new consultants, and Heidi has done this already, the minute she signed up, she thought, well, I'm going to go to Pampered Chef, and right here over on the left, there's the welcome, the getting started, about parties, building. So we encourage everyone right away when they start, go to the welcome and then go to getting started. And when you go to getting started, this is going to give you a little bit of an overview. The really cool thing is, as you do this and as you go through these steps, you're going to get what we call a badge for completing all these different areas. It might ask you here, who in your life would benefit from the products. So every time you answer something, I think it gives you another badge. And look at over here, you can see that Heidi, who has only been in the Pampered Chef business less than a week, I don't even think 5 days maybe.
I think today's 5 days.
How many? 5 days? Oh my gosh, 5 days. She's already done the 4 trainings in the welcome and 15 of the 16 trainings in getting started, and party training, because she's off to a wonderful start with bookings right away. And so you can see that she's already working through this because she wants to be a student of the business and she wants to know what she's doing. And we've got this going. So I want you to come back and I want you to hover over dash so that you can find that in there. I'm going to go back to the home screen here. And another place as you getting going with your business is, I guess I'm going to go to Consultant Corner. The other thing I want you to do when you are looking around is over here, the other most important thing is the market imagery. And again, like I said, this is just an overview. We're not teaching you these things on here. You can go to your director, your leader, or somebody else, and you can find out a little bit more detail about this. But Pampered Chef has designed all of these things for you so that you can come here, and there's more recipes and more pictures and more things than you're ever going to want. What the specials are, you can download things. You can, if you want to do cooking with kids, if you want to do beverages and bites, whatever you want to go to in here, you can go into market imagery and you're going to be able to find just about anything you want. So the monthly specials are in here, recipes, you want to go to recipes. If you know anything about doing blogging, you can do blogging on here as well. So anyway, so you can kind of look around on there. The other thing as I want to bring you to then is moving to, hang on here a second, is moving to Facebook. And I am going to bring you to Facebook here. I'm just going to open up one of my parties. Now, I am going to stop sharing for a second, and then I'll come back here. I want to introduce you to Heidi. And Heidi here has been in for 5 days. And when Heidi signed up, I called her immediately and I said, Heidi, go to the Pampered Chef website and look at Dash. That's going to be your absolute best place to go. And you know what? She had already been there. So Heidi, just tell us about what you found when you signed up. And I welcomed you on our Brockton organization page. Just give us a quick overview of your experience with starting Pampered Chef.
Okay. I joined 5 days ago, and it was from, I attended an online party, and I really don't own a single Pampered Chef item. I've heard of it. And I thought, oh, what the heck, I'll go on the party. And I seen that I wanted everything, especially that fryer. And I thought, well, I'll host a party so I can get some free stuff. But then after I signed up to be a host, I seen there was that the $19 deal. And I thought, well, heck, I'll just do a couple parties and earn some free stuff. Well, this is the 5th direct sales company that I have been a part of over the years. And by far, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked at the response. It's positive. Everybody seems to love it. I mean, I've gotten no's, and I've just done what everybody, what you're supposed to just reach out to everybody. And so I've got, let's see, what do I have here? I have 6 bookings already in these 5 days. The response is just great. I wrote little notes here because there's so many good things. In the Dash training, I've never seen anything like that before. I have learned so much from it. It's easy to use, and I like how the party site that you're just on, the Pampered Chef, how easy it is just to set up a party and then the, the checklist. It's great. What else? I mean, everything has just been such a positive. Oh, your Facebook things. Is it under units or
the announcements, step by step under announcements?
Yeah, it set me right up. I started there, and I don't know, I've just been all over the place. It's almost like an addiction, especially with the yeses. And I've got so many maybes too. So when I have my launch party, I'm hoping to do that. It's just really been
good. Thanks, honey.
Good, so it kind of pushed me more to want to do it more than just getting a couple free things.
Good. Well, thanks for sharing.
Sorry.
Thanks for sharing. You know what? And that makes us feel good, because she said after she signed up and I said, go to, Dash and look at this. She goes, just so you know, I'm just doing this for me.
Yeah.
I just want a few things. And I'm like, okay, well, let me tell you what your first few things can be. Your first few things, a minute when you sell 500, you're going to get the ceramic egg cooker and that. And then the next thing is when you submit $750 in the month, you're going to get these 2 cast iron pans. And then she just took it away. So, and I like the fact that the other day she said, I'm getting no's, but that's okay. And she's going to put the no's into her grand opening that's going to start this week, because I didn't want her to start her party the first day she signed up. I wanted her to kind of work through a little bit, and get a show schedule going. And we're going to talk about that more in the upcoming training strategy sessions and things that we're going to do. We're going to do a 4-week session. So thanks, Heidi, for, she didn't really think she wanted to, you know, talk on here. Like, well, now you got to get over yourself because we're going to be on. So anyway, so thank you. All right. So I want to share again. And you guys, I'm sure you're applauding. Come on, put your hands up. I'm sure you're applauding that she did a great job, honey.
There you go, Heidi.
There you go. Okay. So there's a couple of things. Let me look here on Facebook. There's a couple of things that have changed over time. And again, this might be something some of you know because you've been in for a while, but I appreciate you being on our orientation call. So now then we can move into the 4-week call series and you're kind of on board with everything. So there's such a thing as having your personal page, like right up here, you see it says Paula. And when I go to the home screen here, I'm on my personal page, but Facebook has been really funny and they said we should design a business page. So all I did was go down here on the left, I clicked page, and then over here on the right, I clicked create page, and then I did business here, and I created my own business page. Now the only way I can tell if it's my personal page or my business page is my personal page. I've got a different shirt on, and here I've got my black chef coat, and it says, thank you for your support, Paula Brockner. And so my business page is called Kitchen Tool Entertainer because that's kind of my tagline for years. I love to entertain in the kitchen and entertain on my parties and shows. So otherwise I'm just Paula Brockner, or now this is Paula Brockner. So just wanted to give you an overview that we're really supposed to be doing business through a business page. So you kind of want to watch that. And act as your business page when you're posting. Like if I go down here and I want to type something in this thing, you see right here, this is my personal page. If I'm going to do in a party, like let me go here to Jessica's party. If I'm in Jessica's party and I want to post, I can tell I'm posting as my business page, which is what Facebook wants you to do. But if I come up here, you see on the left, interacting, I can switch this to my personal page. Now I would be interacting as me, Paula Brockner, which is not too much what Facebook wants us to do. So just to bring you an overview, you can toggle right here under the hostess's name. You can toggle back and forth there for, for acting as your business page or what have you. All right, so you can see that. Another thing I just want to bring to your attention is make sure you have original content. If you use everything that your director's using, you could get thrown in Facebook jail if you're saying and copying and pasting the same thing. So just to remind you, you can go in Canva or other places. You can learn how to edit a fun photo when you're going to post it. There's all sorts of things you can use, but I'll tell you what, you want to make this your party. You don't want to be taking all of my things. I do have a mock Facebook party like Heidi. I said to her, she wanted to go and, I said to her, I'll put you in Post My Party. It's a posting system. Some people use SendShare. And that's another whole training. But, I said, here are 4 posts a day. You can run for 5 or 6 days. You can add your own twist to it. So she put her intro, she's putting some different games. And so we want to help you, but we want you to make the party your own. One of the other things I like to bring to people's attention, now you can see that I've got my hostess's party here. It's always very important to make sure you have the hostess's last name. If I just put Jessica's Online Party, I could do a search for Jessica's Online Party, 20 or 30 of them might come up. Well, how would I know, or how would our customers know which one is really the Jessica that they're intending to look for? So I always put the hostess's last name. I sometimes change the the title of the party a couple of times during the party. I might say Jessica's Shay's 3 days, left in her party, final day to order. And how do I change all of that? Right under the banner, it says more. And then I go down here and I edit group settings. So that's just a way where I think the description needs to be fun. I've got emojis in here. I know, we'll teach you how to link to the posting service. You can learn how to do that. Right here, look at, I put a little tulip. So over here on the left, you can see a tulip in front of Jessica's party. So normally all the parties I have in a given week, this was here back in December. I had those parties all had a flower on them. Last month I had shamrocks on parties. So you can just kind of make it fun, but that's what I'm about, is entertaining and having fun. So right here is where I would change the party name. When I'm back up here under more, I can pin it to shortcuts. That way the parties for the week are always right here in shortcuts. So I know I'm going fast. It's just an overview. I'm going to tell you over and over. This is an overview just in case you need to know something. What I do toward the end of the party is I always change the banner. So I do not put this up there the first days, because I'm in a different shipping system than you are. So, but when you do put a banner that says click here to order, it doesn't matter where they click. I could click on the top left. You want to make sure it says description here. You want to make sure you put the hostess's party link there, so that it's in there. So even if they're on their phone, they're on their computer, they see Jessica's party, and they can click there and it'll open up to that. So you want to make your parties unique and fun, door prizes, winning. One of the things I stay away from, and Facebook has been clamping down on people, is I try to make sure I write the dollar amount out. Look at how fun this announcement looks. It just, I think, is catchy. Here, a Federal Express truck is right here. The mail, a heart. I don't know what this is. I can't see. It's too small. I would put smiley faces, balloons, because it's a party. Now, doesn't that look fun versus just something typed out? I do send this to anybody that's interested in it. You can keep all the emojis. Of course, you just change your information, your party dates and things like that. Another really important thing about Facebook, before I go on, is when the hostess adds her friends, you're going to see over here that it says how many members. But as more people see it, because the algorithm doesn't always bring everyone up on Facebook, so some people don't join that first or second day. I've got people that finally see it on their Facebook notifications, maybe fifth, sixth day into the party, and they join the party. So every 2 days, I kind of watch here. Now, when it says there's 2 new members here, all you have to do is click write post. And look what happens. It tags these people here. And I'm going to show you something that I do. I'm going to go under here quickly. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to copy it. And then here, I'm going to do it again. Write post. Now it's going to tag those people. And I'm going to go, welcome to, I'm going to paste. And there, it's tagging the new people, but it's also giving the new people all of the information. That's just something that I do. A lot of people will go and schedule themselves. They don't use a posting service. Whoever you're working with can help you with that. Another real important thing for you to know is when if you're going to do virtual parties on Facebook, you can click on the number of members over here on the right. And excuse me, leave the page. When you click on the number of members here, I also click on the word invited, because this will show me that she has 35 people in the party, another 67 that she invited that never saw the notification. So all of these 67 people aren't even seeing that she's got a party. So what I do about the second or third day into the party is I go in here, again, I clicked on the invited, I click on here, invited, and now what I'll do is I'll go to these dots and I'll click send reminder, send reminder. So I'll go down here and click send reminder, send reminder, send reminder. I will go through all of these. You can only do that once. So that's just a way that I can kind of help the hostess. So there's a lot more ins and outs to that. But you can talk about that another time. Different people do different things with door prizes and things like that. Now, some people are starting the business and they are using, what do I want to say, texting parties. So there's people out there doing texting parties. You could do Zoom parties. You could do Instagram parties. Somebody told me today they're doing blogging parties. So there's all sorts of things like that you can do. And you just have to decide what might be the best avenue for you and what you might want to do to promote your business. Some of you might think, oh my gosh, I don't know the first thing about Facebook, but I live on Instagram, you might say. You know what, that would be wonderful. Then, figure out how to do Instagram. Do you want to do a texting party? We can talk to you about doing a texting party. That's very easy. So there's a lot of different things like that that you're going to want to do. So, so moving on, because I'm almost done, is how are you going to introduce your business? How do you want to introduce your business to social media? Where are the graphics? Well, in the Brockner Organization group under units, I have graphics in there, but if you're interested in being in this April consultant chat group for the next few weeks, I'm going to put a few in there, and it says, I'm a new Pampered Chef. I'm a consultant now at the Pampered Chef. Show me the love, show me the support, or guess who the newest Pampered Chef consultant is? I think Heidi, I sent a few of them to you. So Heidi immediately put it on Facebook. But one of the things I will tell you is Pampered Chef has always been known for building relationships. So when we just go and throw a post out on Facebook and we wonder, well, nobody's booking a party, nobody's joining my team, I've got this great special, which by the way, you guys, ends at midnight tonight on April 15th, $19.80. Are they going to do something different tomorrow? I don't know. We'll have to stay tuned. But, Pampered Chef is about relationship building. So when I private message, private text, private email, I get way more response. When I'm in a Facebook party, I private message the customers and try to build a relationship with them. How do you know the host? Is this your first virtual party? So if you are just thinking that you're going to get parties by throwing up the special, you know what, and you're not getting the response you want, it's probably because you're not building a relationship. So I just wanted to bring that up to you. Another thing is, so I'll be putting graphics in there too. And another thing is that it's so important to have a buddy in the business. And I even said to Heidi, do you have a girlfriend, a friend? Men are the most popular chefs in the world are men. Some of the top salespeople in our company are men. And so don't be thinking that this is just a woman-based company. It's not. So you might want to think about, who would I love to work with? Do I have a sister-in-law, a sister, a neighbor, a girlfriend, a church friend that I think, you know what, I know you need money, I know you love the products. Here, Heidi, didn't even own a thing. She didn't even know what she's getting into, and she decided, I'm signing up. Some people think maybe I'll learn to cook. Maybe this will help me. Maybe this will help me get out of my shell, out of my comfort zone. But you know what? You want to think about starting with a friend. And there's no better time than this, especially if someone can't afford it and they've got $19.80, not even shipping and tax. And you can go on, if you go on pamperedchef.biz/whatever you set up when you started the business, it says right there, be a consultant. I sometimes take that link and send that out. But think about joining with a friend, because you know what? You're going to have somebody to mentor. You're going to have somebody that's going to help you. If you don't see something they do, and then we can put you all in the group. So be thinking about that. And I told you that there's different platforms. So I don't know, a show of hands, has anybody done a Zoom party? Has anybody done an Instagram party? Has anybody done a blogging party? You guys, you know what? Months ago, some of these weren't even in existence. But with what's going on now, we need to be savvy, and we are in the best place. You know what? Because Pampered Chef has not shut the doors. Pampered Chef is going strong because, like I said, people are looking to be entertained. Our distribution center is going. So things might take another day or so to go, but everything is still being shipped because we are almost like a necessity out there for people. So think about that. So we want you to start off strong. And if you were in this orientation call and you figure, you know what, I've got it, I know I'm not interested. But otherwise, if you would like me to add you to the to our 4-week class, what we're going to do is go in detail, and we're going to give you the meat and the potatoes. Speaking of food and speaking of cooking, we're going to give you the meat and the potatoes of all of these different steps. and we're going to help you build a team. We're going to help you get bookings because we're going to go into a little more depth in those calls. We have not set those up yet, but we might offer them 1 or 2 days a week. They would be 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to use a lot of PowerPoint, so I'll be showing you things. So we're going to hit a lot of different areas in the call, but it's going to help you build your business. And we want you to think like Heidi thought she's going to just barely do one and just see how it goes. Before you know it, she's got 2 parties booked a week for a few weeks out. Get yourself 2 or 3 parties. You know, one's going to stink, one's going to shrink, and 2 are going to evolve. Well, you don't want to just set up one party and it's the one that stinks or shrinks and you think, oh, I don't think this business is for me. Yes, it is for you. We're going to work with you. We're going to teach you how to do that. So you can let your director know, your leader know, and if you want to be in the April consultant group, and then anyone from May on, we're going to put them in the May consultant chat group. And so we're not going to put them in with you. And we're not going to offer this to customers, our consultants who have been in our organizations. Some people have been on here and are going to be on this call in the next 3 calls that have been in my business for 20 years. But you know what? They're looking and yearning to be, maybe to come back alive with their business, learn a little bit more about what's going on now because the website's changed, technology's changed, and Pampered Chef is still going strong. So that's what I wanted to bring up to you today, just a little bit of an overview. Heidi gave a testimony. You can see how things are going, and this is what we're going to talk. So you know what, when you bring a new person on moving forward, they can be on a call to get an overview, and then we're going to ask them to be in our 4-week call so that they can learn a little bit more. We have many people that have done these in the past, and it's a great way to build your business with your parties, your customer base, your product knowledge, and of course your team. So I really appreciate all of you being on here, and I'm going to open this up. I'm going to unmute all of you now, and so if you would like to say who you're, I did click unmute all, but I don't know, maybe it's going to take it one by one, person one by one, I think it looks like. Okay, go. You know what I'd like to do is, well, I was going to write some names down. Does anybody have a pen or paper? Becky?
Hey, Paula.
Okay.
Were you going to talk about the commission versus guest sales and things like that?
All of that is going to be in our 4-week series.
In the 4 weeks. Okay.
Who's got TV on in the background? Can you please mute? Thank you. Okay. So this is just an overview. This is just an overview. Like I've been saying, we're going to get into the meat and the potatoes on the upcoming training calls. Because most of the time moving forward, people aren't going to have done a darn thing, and they're going to be in this orientation call to get an overview of where to go in Dash, where to go on the Brockner.org, what to look for on Facebook, just an overview. And like Heidi said, oh my God, she went into step by step in Brockner.org, and it just helped her set up all her parties. And Dash was a great help for her too. So who has a question? Did this, so some of you oldie goldie cooking girls, did this give you any new ideas? Is it something you already know everything about? So I'd like to hear from a few of you, and if you have a question, I can answer it.
Paula, you mentioned something about pricing for when we did Facebook. You said something about how much money or something that was going to be in there.
Pricing, how much money?
Writing out the dollar signs, I think, is what she was meaning.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll tell you for an example. Good question. I don't ever say like the kit is $19.80 if you want to, look at the business. I write NINETEEN. DOLLARS. Facebook is blocking. They make it, if we put too many dollar signs and too many numbers in, they're looking at us like we're trying to sell something. And, it's a business page, but, it's a platform that we're all getting for free. So if Facebook thinks you're trying to be a seller and a scammer out there, they could, they could take you, lock you out. So anytime I put anything that's so I don't put the price of most things. The other thing is I very seldom will put the hostess's URL for her party link, because that takes the customer out of Facebook onto another platform, which would be the Pampered Chef website. That's like a third party. So I have it in the announcement, and a lot of times in my posts, I'll say for the shopping link, go up and look in the announcement. So the only time I kind of put the party link back up there is when I'm copying the announcement and welcoming the new people. And I only do that a couple times a week. I don't welcome every time there's 2 people. I don't go and welcome them. I kind of only do it a couple times.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, yes,
Okay, thank you.
yes. Who else has a question? Who is excited? Who would like to be in our, and I don't know the days, we might offer it twice in the week as long as we're all around for the next phase, which is success strategies. And, you know, I'm only going to put the people in the April Facebook group that are looking to move forward, because then those are the only people that will be getting the call and the link for the strategies moving forward. Kim, you can, if you're on Kim's team, you can let her know. If you're on Becky's team, you can let Becky know. If you're on my team, you can let me know. If you're on another director's team, you can surely let me know, so that, because I'm going to get building that tonight and start putting the people in. So Becky, I'll put you in. I think I put Kim in, or maybe I put Becky in already. That way you leaders can also see what's going on. Any other comments about the overview?
I was glad to see about what's available on the website under announcements. That step-by-step looks really cool. I've
Okay.
never seen it, so I'm going to have to do it.
Yes.
And the more graphics they make available, I love it.
Okay. And you're going to really like the PowerPoint, because when we talk about how often you get paid, and we're going to talk about different things like that, we've got a PowerPoint photo. I'm so visual. So when somebody sends me like this kind of thing, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want, you know what, I want to see a few more pictures. So thank you, Chris. And I appreciate, Chris has been in a number of years, but you know what? There's always something we can teach these old cooks. Old cooks.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else? Gail, you're kind of new. Did this help you at all?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would like to be added to that list.
Okay, I'll write you down, Gail. Good. You know, another thing,
Perfect.
and that Chris just mentioned was, oh, I don't know what she mentioned now. Oh my God.
Step by step. And
Oh, step by
units thing.
step units. There was one more thing you mentioned, and I was going to just, what?
Graphics, extra graphics.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I might think about it. So, okay, who else is on here? Michelle? What do you think, Michelle?
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I've been doing a few parties. I think I'm on my 5th party now.
Okay,
So I'm kind of used to doing all that, and I go to the imagery
good,
for a lot of pictures.
good, good.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a
The
lot
rock
more.
star, Paula.
Oh, and she's your rock star. I think I heard about you, honey.
Yeah, she did. I've been talking about her.
Yeah, we are going to be giving you words to use and showing and telling a lot of things in those calls, like I said. So, but I just want, and you can visualize this, a brand new person that just signed up, anytime through the week, we're going to put them on one of these just to give them an overview. So what, you think that'll be helpful for a brand new person?
Yeah.
Because some people sign up and they don't have the leadership of Becky and Kim and some of these other directors. So they don't even know, you know, they quit before they get started. And, you know, this is a great way. I've got people, Becky, you could probably tell too, I've got people that, you know, they're making $200-300 the first week. They don't even know what they're doing, you know, and they're already we've got girls that are hitting level, you know, the 750 within their first party or two. And, you know, we just had one lady that she earned the whole night, like that's 5,000 in her first month, because she did what we told them and said, get your parties lined up. Just keep asking, like Heidi is. When you're in this class, because I'm not going to do it on here, when you're in this class, you're going to get something like this so you can log your parties. You can see what you need to do. Like I said, we want to set you up for success in there. And who else? A question? Sarah, any thoughts on this? You've been in a long time. Appreciate you being on.
I think it's good. it's not necessarily something I didn't know, but it's things that I needed to hear. And I was jotting down notes of things that I need to do for my upcoming parties. And
Good.
yeah.
Good, good, good. And you know, we never know who wants to have a party until we ask. And wouldn't you feel bad if your cousin or your friend, all of a sudden you get an invitation to a Pampered Chef party and it's with another consultant, and here it's a girlfriend, a coworker, a friend, and you're like, you're kidding me. Why didn't you have it with me? And they maybe would say, I didn't even know you still do this. So I'm a real stickler as well, is how often on your personal page does anybody even know you do the business? You know, Kim Byland on here. Kim, can you wave? You know, Kim goes live. Do we like to go live? Do we like to do that? No, not necessarily. But you know what? Kim is trying to promote herself and keep people entertained. So Kim goes live with whatever she's cooking, and she just cooks. And so, you know what? That makes, you know, her look good in the business. Hey, Carrie, I don't want to pronounce your last name. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, girlfriend. Okay,
Maybe.
tell me whose team are you on?
Okay, I signed up with Michelle
Okay, good.
and so Kim.
Okay, all right.
This
So
is
tell me,
day
what
one.
did you-
She's hours old in this business. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
honey. Oh,
She
honey,
just
tell me.
started today.
Oh, yay. Oh, well, hey, let's give it up, you guys. Come on. Woo.
Welcome.
Okay, rock on, girlfriend. Okay, tell me what you thought of this, because this call moving forward is going to be designed for people like you that just signed up, and it's an overview. Did you feel like it was an overview?
Yeah, it was very helpful and kind of gave me a starting point of like where to look
Mm-hmm.
and find information. So Michelle's been helping me.
Good.
Texting her all day.
Good. Well, you're in a great place. You've got some great leadership and your team pages and all of that. If you ever need to reach out, you're surely, you know, welcome to reach out to me as well. Who else do we have on here? Let's see. Laura. Laura, what did you think about this being an overview for brand new consultants?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Just like Sarah said, you know, after doing so many parties, you know, you think you know what you're doing, but I wrote down a few things and reminders for myself. One comment I remember you said, you know, is how to toggle back and forth between your business page and your personal profile. I had set up a party this a couple days ago, and I could not invite the host, and I just couldn't figure out why can't I invite my host?
Yeah.
But what had happened is that my host does not like my business page. And because I'm setting it up in my business page, I had to go up, switch to my personal profile, go down, invite my host. I was able to invite her because we're Facebook friends. And then I had to go back and toggle back to my business profile.
Yes.
And then, of course, I texted her right away and said, Carrie, you've got to like my business page.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's, we learned that step by step, but that
Yes.
was a good reminder as to why we would want to toggle back and forth between our business page and our profile page. So thank you.
That's a good point, because it happened to me. I was like, I can't invite my host, like what's going on? And then I went back and I switched to my regular page, and then I found her, you know, when you type in the name and her name didn't come up. Usually like it will come up like, what is going on? Why can't I find her?
Yeah.
But you have to be yourself.
Yes.
And invite her and then go back to your
Yep.
business.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing,
Yeah.
Michelle, on that note is I was helping somebody not new, but she'd been around. She goes, I've got all of these pin posts. And she says, but I go into that party, I go under more and it says pin the post. She goes, it's already pinned. I can't figure out how to unpin it. And I said, well, look you're up here as your business page. You need to toggle over to be yourself. Sure enough, she went under more. It says
didn't know that.
unpin. She's like, oh my gosh. Hey, Wendy, don't think you got out of saying something here, girlfriend. So what are you thinking, Wendy?
I was taking notes. I got my notes here that I was taking of things that I had forgotten that you had taught me.
Okay. Good. So you were fairly new. You've only been in a few weeks, right?
Yep.
So what are
I
you?
have 3 open parties right now.
Yay, good. What are you thinking about the website going to announcements and doing step-by-step? Is that all helping you?
I've done some of the dash things. I have to go back and do the step-by-step thing again to refresh.
Okay.
I did it when I first started a few weeks ago, but now I need to go back and refresh again.
Okay, good. And through the eyes of a brand new person, like where'd she go up here, like Carrie and Heidi. Are you feeling like this would have helped too when you first signed up to be on an orientation call to kind of give you an
Yeah.
overview? Yeah, because I think, you know what, I called you because you're director.
Yep, we did it, just you and I together, and
Yeah.
we did it. You
Yeah.
walked me through. Yep, and that helped a lot. But this,
Good.
yeah, this would have been good too.
Good, good. Does anyone else want to share anything? Jennifer Crossman, and you have anything to say?
Another rock star.
I had to unmute because I do have background noise.
Okay.
Well, I'm very happy with the business. I joined back this the beginning of February, end of January. And I already reached $10,000 in.
Oh, wonderful. Very good.
Yeah, so excited. And going forward, trying to build my team. I only need 2 more people.
Oh,
Today
wonderful.
I messaged 10 people a day
Good.
to try to get people on my team.
Good.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's my goal. And my parties are still going strong, and I'm
Good.
very excited to be part
Good,
of Pampered Chef.
Thanks for sharing. Hey, Jen, you're holding your head up. I don't want you to fall asleep there. Tell us what you're thinking, Jen, about the orientation.
I'm not holding my head up. I'm so excited because Crossman is under me. That was my proud mama face.
There. Oh, yeah, she's like this.
I'm like, I'm just so excited for her.
Good, good, good. Thank you. Crystal, what are you thinking about? How long have you been in? Did this help you at all?
Yes, it helped me. I've been in about 2.5 weeks.
Oh,
The newbies.
Yeah.
Whose team are you on, Crystal?
I'm under Jenny's team.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, hi, honey. How you
Yeah.
doing? We've talked. We've talked a
Yeah.
number of times. Okay, Crystal, for you who just started as well, do you feel like if you started and within a few days you were on an orientation call, it would give you kind of a good overview?
Yes, yeah, it would be. Mhm.
Okay, and without getting, I always say, let's not get the cart ahead of the horse. You don't need to know so much about a lot of things if you don't have the basics down pat. So that's why we kind of wanted to keep this, you know, a little bit simple and things like that too. So if you have any suggestions, like I said, oh, Chris brought up or somebody brought up a topic and Kim did, it's like, no, that's going to come in the next phase. That's going to come in our series. But this is just kind of an overview. Now you can go to your director and ask them more details, like what is she talking about? Instagram party or what, you know, or tell me a little bit more about toggling between business page and setting that up. Some people don't use business page at all. They just stay in their normal page. So we never know what Facebook is going to do and how they're changing things up. But what I want you to know is that we are all here. We're all here to support you. And this is the kind of orientation call. So when you get your next recruit, and you maybe sign somebody up yet before midnight if they want to get in on for 1980, that's the year Pampered Chef started. You know, you can tell them, hey, the next orientation call to get an overview is Friday. Then we have Saturday and Sunday. And this is going to alleviate you having to go through all of this with them. And I think like Heidi said, I could have spent hours on the phone with Heidi like I maybe did some of these other girls, hours with back and forth and press here and do this, where Heidi just went under announcements, could go under units, the step-by-step, go on the website, and had all this beautiful training. So Pampered Chef is really wanting to help us. And the cool thing about Dash is I can see almost every move you're making. If you're in my organization, I can see when you're doing stuff. I can see when you're not doing stuff. And if you say I don't have any bookings, and I'll go and say, well, you didn't even do any booking training. So I can see what you're doing. Kim, Laura, Becky, we've got, you think we got eyes behind our head. We really know what's going on here. So, hey, I don't want to keep you anymore. I want you to have a little bit of time. Who would you really like to have on your team, and do they know that? You know, not only is 1980, we're finding that so many people are just wanting to start the business now to make extra money, or they've got time to think about it, and they're buying the full kit. So it's not always about the 1980. You know, it's a great deal to make you know, a good amount of money when you really pay attention. So thank you all. Best wishes to you. Thanks for being in the orientation call. I hope you get a new recruit and you can give them the dates that you saw and they can pick to come back Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So best wishes, everyone. Stay safe out there. And I really appreciate all of your time. Bye now.